All right. Hello, hello, hello. It's Saturday night. How is everyone doing? Hope you guys... What is going on over here? Sorry, let me just take care of this real quick. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday and a great weekend so far. There we go. All right. And, yeah. It's good to be back. We're going to continue with this Delonza Soul we've been working on. Staying on the just snap building, simple snap building for now. If you finish, we'll move on to something else. Yeah, but glad everyone's here. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello and all that good stuff. Before I forget, one, if you enjoyed these streams, please do hit that like button. It helps more people find the stream. And two, we're giving away the brand new RG Shining Gundam tonight. I just came in and went out, but excited to have those and do that. So let's jump in the chat, say hello, and then I can get back to figuring out where I left off with this last week. What's up, Wolfpack, Dylan, Dull, John Ventura, Maverick Entity, Lord Kronos, what's up, Phoenix Soldier, MZ, Big Deal, Bone Daddy, M2020, Atomic Etrican, Baka, ZCO, MZ, what's up? Haven't built in 2 weeks, been itching for today. Nice, hope you got something fun to work on tonight. Is it Matthew Mahoney, Wilkie, Calcifer, what's going on? Steve, hey, all newbie here, looking forward to all the fun. Well, welcome. Feel free to ask any questions you might have. I might not have the answer, but somebody here probably does. Hopefully. What's up, Go Zero, Rob Sadler, Timothy, Mark D, Realtime 88, Michael, Pockets, Weeks K, Jonathan Hall, Philosophy Builds, Aiden the Potato, Kaiser Monarch, Water Slides and Super Heavy Armor. Nice, Timothy. How's the giveaway work? So Aiden, what we do for the giveaway is periodically throughout the stream, we're going to ask people to put a number in a certain range and answer some question. And then we call time, draw a number in that range. If your number's picked, you win. If no numbers are picked, it rolls over and we rinse and repeat until we have a winner. Hey, Ruben, Jonathan Hall, ready to work my crossbow and full cloth tonight. Nice. So what's everybody up to? Who's building along with the stream tonight? And all that good stuff. So where were we? I think last time I did the feet. So right leg appears to be next. Spent almost the entire session rescribing one part. Most likely this Vic Viper has a ton of detail, but they're too shallow for my liking. Gotcha. What do you use for rescribes? What's your chisel or I guess they're all push broach chisel. They're all in that same category. Thanks again for help with my shipping issue yesterday. I really appreciate it. No problem. Sorry there was an issue. Wilkie, what's a local build day today? Left the inner frame at home. Oh, whoops. Working the assault shroud for my MG dual Gundam. Nice. Working on a custom. Needed to start the painting it, but feels like doing a simple snap build. I hear you there. Still working with Sheen Krieger comp entry. Set of sob chisels. How do you like them? I've only used... I guess I've used a couple things. I've got this chisel thing from Mr. Hobby, I think. Scanning, I don't even know where it is. It must be around somewhere. So I got that. I've got the like a push broach set from Display and the Grida. Thankfully off from both jobs tonight, working on an MG Virtue. Nice. What's up, Solid Monkey? I'm working on a rather large bowl of ramen right now. Awesome. Hey, Death. Mark 78 GE from Requiem. 6 build. Cool. Broke the arm for high nuke on him. Oh, no. How'd you break it? Like, what part did you break? Maybe it's fixable. Just the 30-minute Sisters option set. Since earlier today, I shifted displays around and have more room for yet more of them. Cool. Let's go strong HG GT Ozaku. Black TriStar's Ortega unit. Is Ortega the one with the giant axe? Got that one in the backlog, whichever one it is with the giant axe. The axe called to me. What's up, Heathcliff, Kaiser, building the Ruben Wolf AOZ. Cool. My day was relatively nondescript, I feel like. Mostly working on stuff. Warehouse stuff in the morning. And mowing the lawn in the afternoon. Shoulder connection part. Oof. How long did you get the kit? You might be... Didn't hear it from me, but you might be eligible for replacement parts from Bandai. Depends on how the part was broken, I guess. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. MGSD Wing 0, 30th anniversary J13. I've been working through all the wing kits in my backlog. Cool. Yeah, I definitely see 30th anniversary stuff popping up in feeds. Gundam EX from RV. That's where we've been. Hitting 104 tonight in the Midwest. Hope everybody stay cool. Nice and warm. They're more than the hooked Mr. Hobby one. They're more versatile, but it's trickier to get a clean line compared to the Mr. Hobby one. It takes a little more skill to keep your handle consistent. Makes sense. Great to use a big axe. Donate blood. Nap down Gundam. Good for you for donating blood. C16 here. California has been surprisingly not super hot this summer. Oh, it's cool. Working on HD Aerial. I had my backlog during downtime. Cool, Zay. HD Aerial's a nice kit. Trying to get the engine finished at Gym Origin by the weekend. MG Asteroid Blue Frame D. Cool. B23. Use glass files, you use sanding sticks or sponges. So my typical go-to sanding stuff: Razor Origin from Gun Primer, Sand Loop Flex. I probably need to get some new ones, to be honest, as a kind of a sponge for rounded stuff, and then the bouncer that also probably needs a refresh, to be fair too. I used to use a ton of, what's it, the 3M sanding sponges. I still have a ton of them somewhere. I bought way too many of them, but using this stuff now. Good night, everyone. How's everything going? What's up, Rodrigo? Hey, Crixler. Here, excited with the RG Wing 0. I know I am, but I will say we really need a Death Scythe RG by now. 4 RG Wings is a lot. An RG Death Scythe heavy arms would be, I mean, I guess any of the rest of the wing suits would be great in RG. Hopefully they're coming at some point. You guys have HG Gundam? I haven't built one. Used to use a bunch of sticks, 400 to 7,000 grit. Sub Studio AU. Remember when Bandai teased RG wing kits when RG WZC was announced? Screw RG Death said give me the PG. There's a lot of kits they need to make. Someday, hopefully. RG Heaviers would be insane, but no, give us MGEX the moving minigun rotors. That'd be great too. RG Barbatos. Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been done yet. That would be good. I need to get some sanding sticks as well for flat surfaces and edges. The MG Talkie is as glossy as the RG. I don't know about glossy. I don't know, white plastic's just gonna be pretty glossy unless you do something to it. Promo image when RG Wing Zero Custom came out that shows the other Endless Waltz kits would use the same frame. Oh, interesting. What number was the Wing Zero Custom for that? That was... That was probably a while ago. 13 years ago, they teased RG Goof, Jim, and Gundam Ground Type. Who know what happened to those? Those would be great to have as RGs. I feel like they would all sell really well. Mostly MG, only a few PG. RG just doesn't do it for me on my shelves. Would probably appreciate the RG more. Then I need to make MG EX Kashatri to complete with the third-party one. 17, yes, that was really pretty early. Turn hard and look. Tell me you haven't built it without telling me you haven't built it. Maybe that's not true. Maybe you just keep the box around for the fun of it. New 100 Ultron Gundam that isn't the Endless Waltz version. Give me one with the wings. I got that one from the early 2000s. Let's see. Glad the wavy because the new kits have been amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a 2026 or 2027 RG Heavy Arms than a 2014 one, right? Backlog stroke digit not help by moving multiple times. I'm not doing good pacing wise so far today. I guess I'm taking my time. For Caught 83 kits, please, Bandai. They'd be perfect grade, sitting on third-party PG Tall Geese. I would love some more wing PGs. C14. Aren't you Nobel and Master Gundam should be the next G Gundam lineup, considering how they're going lately? I mean, they seem to be pretty popular. Feels like it would be a good move. I feel like an RG Nobel would do really, really well. Like, do you see the 30th anniversary video for Gundam Wing? I haven't. Stores RG Shining in stock. We did yesterday for, I think, maybe like 2.5 hours, something like that. I think we're securing some more, and we have some more secured that are supposed to be coming, but we're trying to get some more as well based on how quickly that first batch went. Everyone late to the stream, had a concert to go to tonight, just got back. Well, welcome, Butterknuckles. To get the RG Shining now that I know the gimmicks are all done with movable parts and not having to swap out pieces. It looks like a cool kit. I haven't watched G Gundam, and it hasn't really been something that's been a high priority for me, but when I was prepping the listings the other day for the restock and I saw the pictures, it definitely sucked me in a bit. People will say Shining is better than the God RG. I think the God is perfect, and the Shining just looks too plain for an RG. I don't know, I thought it looked pretty cool to me. I kind of like some of the design aesthetics better than the God Gundam. I just don't know that I have the space in the backlog at the moment for one. And we know we're the second season G, which can be found dubbed to stream. Not sure. Thanks, Thomas, for the super chat. It's been quite a long while since we've had any super chats on the stream. Double check where we're at for the backup prize fund. Being a backlog, my girlfriend was complaining about mine, then bought me a kit for my birthday. Just to throw you off, it's all strategic. There's no way she'll get me a kit for my birthday. She told me I had too many. Oh no, there's a kit. I was like, let's see if I make an MG video for the 30th of Wayne. Be a good time to announce one. Alright, B17. Just bought a bunch of stands for you guys. Cool. Well, thank you to your girlfriend. Got lucky and was able to get a hold of the Belgun on Berserker mode. Cool. Crunchyroll is all of which for Mercury. There you go. Alright, B17. Oh, thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. Let's make it better. Cool. Well, now I really gotta look to see where that's at. Maybe we'll add some backup prizes again. Beyond the hobby time. Not hobby time, the hobby zone. What's in my mind here? Actually, let me make a note. She just kind of shot me with his nubs repeatedly. Very much a loose cannon. Oh, so many good puns and bad puns and dirty jokes. So it looks like Super Chat gives you XP. I think they do. I think that was explained on the thing. But it resets every time, so it's an interesting idea. Just gonna continue one-upping each other. Thank you, Big Deal Mike 1 for the Super Chat. There's extra coins for sale. I kind of missed the pre-order. We do have some extras. I'm going to post an announcement soon to start a waiting list, I think, on the Discord. We do have some extras coming. We won't sell the extras until we ship the regular ones when they come in, just in case something gets missing, right? We want to make sure we have, you can use the spares in case something gets lost to transit or something. We don't want people that already paid for their coins to not be able to get one. So when are they coming in? I think mid-August, something like that. I know they haven't shipped yet, but they are in production. Usually takes them like a month, maybe a little bit more from when the order is finalized. Another one. Thanks for the super chat. It's a Gundam. It's like everybody forgot that feature existed for like 6 months. Get it all in now. Thank you guys. I'm excited to see a coin design in hand. Nicholas did an excellent job as always. He did. Alright, B10 and B8. Use the coin when I want to buy a kit. Oh, heads I buy it, tails I wait. I'll send you a coin with 2 heads on it. I'm planning on entering GWC on August 16th. I'm not. I've nowhere near enough time. I haven't done anything kit-wise that hasn't been the stream really in months, I think. Thank you, Blasphemy Builds, for the super chat. Thank you, Lord Kronos, for the super chat. Let's get the backup prize pool back up. Nice. Yeah, we definitely have some stuff in there now, I think. I'll have to do some shopping, quote unquote, and put some stuff in that backup prize pool. Should have some good backup prizes, I think so. What do you guys think? If I've got a bunch in there, should I go for something big or more smaller things, right? High grade kits, so we might have 2, 3, whatever, or should I go for like an NG if there's enough in the prize pool for that? PG giveaway. I think there needs to be a lot more super chats if we're giving away PG. Bunch of mediums. So keep them small and numerous. Okay, that's what I've kind of done in the past. I figure have, you know, pick more in the range of like high grades, because then it lets you have multiple options. Thank you, Big Deal, for the super chat. We're going to end up in a situation where everyone wants to back a prize more than normal prize. There is that. I've been actually leaning smaller for most of the normal prizes lately too. Just trying to keep things making sense, you know. Thank you, Pockets, for the super chat. Wow. Analytics tell me what the total has been. That number can't be right, can it? 35, 37, 2. No, I guess that's about right. I think the standard fare is more adequate for just watching. I think it's awesome that you do it at all. Thanks, Reaper Raven. Just really want that PG giveaway, right? Saving a bunch of grunts. His backup price sounds like an amusing thing. I think we'll just get a dozen Leos. I don't think the Leo's been reprinted in a minute. Do we have a Leo in stock? Maybe we do. I feel like I'm surprised all the time when I start looking through orders sometimes. And I'm like, oh crap, we had that item in stock, and someone just bought it. Didn't even know we had it. What's going on with that? Alright, speaking of prizes and giveaways, I think it's about that time. I should figure out what our first draw question is. Ready to get my Frame Arms Girls, Optimus Prime. Yes, I think those are shipping out to us like any day now. I think that's going to be the only girl kit I basically get that's not like a Think Your Eye standard character kit or whatever. You guys get the EXS back in stock. Same here, but we're at the mercy of when they reprint it. These are sold. I thought so. A chance to play TCG yet. First booster released in my local model shop. Had a release tourney today. I didn't win a game, but had fun. That's cool. They do like a tutorial on the rules right there, or how did that go? Everybody just kind of figuring out the rules all at once since it's a new release, or were the rules available before launch? All right, let's see here. My number range. What's my question? My wife kicks my ass in the TCG already. There's an app that shows you how to play. Oh, that's cool. I guess that makes sense. You would think now in 2025 it should be a lot easier to learn those things because they can make more video content or even interactive apps that might show you how to do it. I feel like that's a good brand play if you're making a game like that. Okay. Oh. One of the guys might be an influencer for it or something. He had the demo cards, was helping out with interpretations. Okay, that's always the fun part about card games like that too. Often the rules are written out in a way that sometimes you can kind of interpret things or misinterpret things. Blues luring and such. Alright, so question. Alright, I got one. So let's do a number from 10 to 1,000 and answer the question, what is your favorite grunt suit? It's time to pay off my Optimus Waifu pre-order then, right? I think I sent out the emails for that. Was that this morning? Or was that yesterday? I sent them out. Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. Alright, so anyway, 10 to 1,000, favorite grunt suit. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 1,000, favorite grunt suit. Alright. C19, C21. Not going for the prize, but I'll probably say Dom for UC, Leo for non-UC. Okay. I can get behind that. I was moving some stuff around today and got the urge to build the MG Dom again. And I might have to put that on the list soon. I'm trying to avoid it because I want to paint it. And I don't need more kits in my painting queue at the moment until I have a little bit more time to actually put a dent in that. Every time I think I have time to start painting or say I'm going to, something comes up or changes, so I'm done even pretending I'm going to have time. And when it happens, it happens. Do it on stream. Of course, I'll build it on stream. It's just when I can build it, because, again, if I want to paint it, that means I gotta build it and stash it away to break out to paint later. And I've already got like a dozen plus kits in that state, so I don't need to add more. No, you want to give it a custom paint job with a whole story about it being your pilot's grunt suit of choice in the 1-year war. I don't know about that, but I want to do some custom stuff on it. I feel like it'd be great to scribe on too, with all the big open surface areas on it. If you're going to paint it, I guess I want to attempt to find a Dazzle Rickdom for you. What was the question? Was making a sandwich. Nice. What kind of sandwich? That's not the question. The question is what's your favorite grunt suit? But I'm also curious what kind of sandwich. Where's my MG Dom Tropin Bandai? That would be cool. I would almost be okay with that if it were a P Bandai or something. I'm saying I'm going to stop adding my backlog for a bit, but I just end up adding more anyway. I hear you there. Next question, your favorite sandwich. That I might do it. As beings having involved in business, this hobby, alter your love for it. A little bit. I have go through the mental exercise probably at least once a week right now, contemplating how much more building I would do if I didn't have a business related to it, or a business at all for that matter. Decided to start clocking my my time this week for the next few weeks just to get an idea of what it actually is, because I know what I've thought it is, and it consumes a decent amount of time to avoid adding the backlog just for lack of display space for everything. Yeah, that could be a factor too, for sure. Donald ideas or a few other. There's far too many choose an exact favorite. Talking sandwich shops or individual sandwiches. Individual sandwiches. Like, what's the best sandwich? I think I'm gonna let me chew on that. Pun not intended, and I'll have a good variation on that theme for the second question of the night. I don't know if it's considered a kit bash, but I'm going to put the wing 0 over cow wing on blue from Astray. That's a kit bash. Does Nick pay for kits to advertise, or does Nick pay for kits to advertise? But really, so he has an excuse to have them to build every week. When I get kits for my backlog, I consider them a marketing expense. All right, so I got that. B12. Stream is justified doing kits to his wife. Oh, I'm far beyond that. Pictures accountant going, do you really need $2,500 in model kits as marketing expense? I don't know. He's an accountant. I think he would understand. It's the IRS that might ask that question. All right, let's call time. Let's see if we have a winner. And back to, is the wife watching right now talk? I don't know that she's been watching the stream lately. See where's business right off. Just slip him an MG Yakushiki and say you saw nothing. He is most definitely not a builder. And that's okay. Okay, here we go. 784. Hi, Kate, if you're watching. I bet you right now she's probably still doing bedtime with the kids or something. I don't see a 784. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will draw again a little bit. Gotta get him sunk in addiction then. I don't know. I feel like he's of a different generation. I have thought about, he's got plenty of grandkids. I've thought about maybe I should bring him some entry grades or Pokemon kits or something sometime. Get all the grandkids addicted or whatever. Better the Bandai or display parts separator? So you're asking because I have both here. I like Bandai's part separator, because it has a lot of different surfaces. It's got some cool things like this polycap tool and stuff built into it, and I've had a lot of good luck with it. And being plastic, it tends to be less aggressive, but I think this gets a little bit sharper on the end. I could be wrong. Certainly stronger if you need to pry something and need more leverage or whatever. The Bandai is probably less expensive. And melody in this is the same rhythm as Vampire Killer. That's the one I'm thinking of. 2 weeks after he gives them your gifts, Nick, I understand now why your expenses skyrocketed. He points to the pictures of the grandkid box of the kids, right? I'll just bring them in, and you know, first taste is free. You know where to send the kids if they're looking for stuff for their kids or whatever. BGU new box probably going to be great for cats. Or for kids. And you probably construct an actual house out of those boxes. Didn't think I would need one because I don't paint, but I've been rushing and mixing up pieces lately. It's a great investment like this. The Bandai one's only what, like $7, $8, something like that. It's if you build a decent amount, even if you don't paint, it's not a bad thing to have in hand in case you need to take something back apart. Didn't get the click. Need the click. It's good tools to learn how to scribe panel lines. I think it depends on what exactly your goals are. The gun primer Grida is a really good tool. Pretty easy for creating lines from scratch. You basically need that and some scribing tape, and I think you're pretty much good to go. Should be a video on how to do that on the channel somewhere. We filmed back a couple years ago when we had our show, AnyMech. We had a scribing class. We filmed it. Working the PGU at the moment. My backlog's the MGB DAR and the RG Epion. I bought the Epion immediately before the 2 Epion sales. Felt kind of bad. Whoops. It's a good kit though. Think of the RGs I've built. That's been my favorite so far, actually. PG, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the one I just read. Does it shake the table when I do that? A little bit. I really need to figure out the posture thing. I don't know if you guys do. Like, I feel like I'm inclined to put this down here, but I feel like my neck's all bent down. You guys get to watch the shiny part of my head. I feel like this is better for my back and neck, but I want to rest my elbows on the table. Wonder. This should go back. Aha. There we go. Building a camera is not easy at all. No, it's not. But this, I might have unlocked some stuff here. It's maxed out height-wise. That should be better. Maybe that keeps them independent of the table somewhat here. But now there's still the front to back issue. Jeez. I think I need to move this camera out further again. Nick, ever think of carrying Warhammer 40k? I've thought about it a lot, actually. I wouldn't mind getting back into that if I had, time. But the restrictions on needing a storefront, I think we would be bending a few rules in order to make that happen. I'd have to go look at the exact terms again, but you're supposed to have a storefront to be able to carry Warhammer 40k. That's a Games Workshop thing. I feel like an old rickety man after a few hours if I don't get to move around. Was partially a reason why the streams are 2 hours long or so and not, 4 or 5. I guess I could take breaks, but standing desk for my workstation so I can move around more. It doesn't need to know. I usually pick up weekly anyway. It's close enough. Yeah, I might look into it again at some point. Guess that'd be an interesting question to ask people as well. What that crossover is. Mecha Warehouse is going to carry the Gundam minis. They're not distributed through the normal hobby channels, so likely not, because we have to figure out how to get in with the other Bandai distribution stuff. Struggle with time with my steel case. Our Mia chair, because even with its adjustable high armrest and whatnot, I'm usually having to be slightly lower than my tables for proper leg height. Yeah, it's so hard to get everything set up for ergonomics. It's been at least part of what's been wrecking my back, I think, is just fighting the ergonomic battle. But my arms will be slightly too low. I feel like my wrist, even on a mouse pad, is too much of an angle. Alright. B13. Motorized stand sit desk, and I just raise up a good bit when I build so it keeps me sitting straight. This desk is adjustable height. I can crank it by hand. I'm not going to do that on stream because I don't know what's going to pull off in terms of cables and stuff. But I almost wonder if I need to rearrange things to be able to move this camera out forward a little bit, because where I want to be is like right here. Problem is, it's like barely over the desk. I don't know, I guess I come down. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I need to play with stuff. I'm definitely thinking about ergonomics a bit. I feel like the amount of time I'm spending with the chiropractor and all that stuff trying to get myself back into movement here lately has been a lot. PC and hobby desks are loaded plastic folding tables that have the awkward 3-slot heights with the horrid pins. Yeah, that can be rough. A desk that's too low, or too high for that matter, can be kind of a pain. Literally. I don't know, maybe I need one of those eye loop things that attaches to my glasses so I can see this better from here, and I'm more inclined to hold it out way in front of me because I can see it better or something. I don't know, what do you guys do for build area and such? I need a new desk chair. Yeah, good chair makes a huge difference. Gaming computer, chair, and table. Let's clear off an area on my overcrowded desk. I need a hot tub. Yes, that sounds great. We need to redo our deck at some point, and it's definitely in the back of my mind to do like the outdoor hot tub thing if we make our deck way bigger than our deck currently is. So we definitely don't have room inside here. Kitchen table, desk magnifying glass, adjustable arm, gel cushion, a chair under me. Steel case gesture from Crandall. The bonus from work during COVID. That's cool. This is a steel case. Is it a Leap, I think, that I use here? A rest desk at Facebook Workplace from an office that was closing. It was $30 for 500 plus desks. That's a nice deal. Get a new job, then I can start streaming my builds again. The hot tubs, they will make your power bill skyrocket, will they? I haven't put any sort of serious thought into any of that stuff, but it sounds like it would be nice. I feel like I wouldn't have time to actually use it, so there's that. Especially if it were outside, I feel like the time I would have to actually use it would be at like 10 o'clock, and that just seems weird. Although maybe that's fine. Maybe that's the time to be outside in your hot tub. Hot tub building stream. Still case. Army from Beyond the Office Door. Refurb company, best purchase I made years ago. Yeah, I bought a refurb one myself. If you do a hot tub Gunpla stream as a whole other source of revenue. You might have to subscribe to my OnlyFans to get access to that content, though. I kind of wish I had got a Leap instead, just because they have more cushioning, but the gesture is great. Hot tub at night is actually just the best time to use it. I just wonder if at night you go outside, you're going to be fending off the bugs and stuff. You know, mosquitoes and all that good stuff. Get a hot tub, make sure you don't go back in time and conceive your friend. That is the number one concern, having a hot tub, I think. New Hampshire to be eaten alive unless you get those torches. Yeah, I'd believe it. We've been doing some hikes, and we, before the last one, we got some decent bug spray, finally, that worked pretty well. I feel like we avoided getting eaten alive for once with that hike. But I feel like bug spray and a hot tub are like counterproductive, because you're putting bug spray on and they get in the water, you're going to lose that bug spray. Storm between Leap and yeah, because Leap has a better lumbar setup, but I feared the current cushion would pressure my legs rear more than the Army is more flat profile. Just throw honey at your least favorite kid, and then boom, mosquitoes are no longer your problem. Doesn't work at like 10:30 at night though very well, because the kids are in bed, hopefully. They aren't always. That's the goal. Is have them in bed well before 10:30, actually. C17, B23. Had some citronella plants around the deck. I'm doing redoing deck, just do a screen and portrait. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I guess if I was doing the hot tub, I could make that part screened in. Lots of things to consider. It'll probably be a couple years before we're ready to do that. Plenty of other stuff that needs money spent on it. Fumes get high, aerosol bug spray and hot tub makes deadly fumes. Oh yeah, probably not a good combo. I just put a canopy thing with a bug net over his. So Nick, what do you think of the Gundam Wing 30th fit? I haven't watched it actually. Just get eaten by bugs, be a man. New Gundam Wing anime, hopefully. That would be really cool. I bet that would do some business in terms of kid sales and stuff. It's going to be a manga adaptation of Frozen Teardrops, which would still be cool. And it would be great though. Asian tiger mosquitoes here in DC, they never sleep. Screen porch is a lifesaver. He put himself in off and then get in the hot tub. Wife found him on spots 3 minutes later. He lived but got the candles after. Oh wow. Yeah, let's not do that. So I don't care if Frozen Teardrops is a hot mess. I want those kids. It's a interquel from EW to Frozen Teardrop as a manga, and they have not announced they're animating Frozen Teardrop. Okay, interesting. Tokyo won't get permission for a few of the designs to be animated. Oh, really? That's interesting. Contract is such that he can say that? Did he give reasoning? Wing kits, but how about us getting more Masquerade kits of recent animated series? Big drama with the writer of Wing and him. Oh. Interesting. So designs can't be used unless there's an anime adaptation, which would at least give him the chance to tweak the story. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. Cool, let's make an anime. I feel like anime would be better for business. I feel like anime is going to sell way more kits than manga will. At least here in the US. Alright, let's do our second draw of the night here. Unless it's Red Frame Master, that's true. Let's do a number from 10 to 500. Answer the question, what is your favorite sandwich? Sure will have some good answers to that question. 10 to 500, what is your favorite sandwich? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. In 10 to 500, what is your favorite sandwich? Okay, C15. Grilled cheese, there you go. I love a good grilled cheese. Need to do grilled cheese on the grill again. I got this griddle attachment thing, and it's been pretty amazing. All sorts of good stuff on there. Most recent was smash burgers. So very good. This is a bad question. I'm getting hungry again. Favorite sandwich is a hot dog. There you go. Waiting for somebody to revive the is a hot dog a sandwich debate. I think legally it is, at least in is it New York State or something, according to some food truck laws or something, or regulations or something like that. Actually had a grilled ham and cheese for dinner tonight. I fried the ham and put it in the middle of the cheese. Oh, nice. Hot dog is a taco. Is pizza a sandwich? Okay, now you guys are just getting crazy. That logic, a taco is a sandwich too, and that doesn't sound right. Just saying what the law is in one place, man. Law doesn't have to be right or logical. It just is. According to culinary school, pizza is an open-faced sandwich. Got the square cube law of sandwiches. Pizza fold in half now is a sandwich. Change my mind. I mean, so a calzone is basically folded over pizza, so is a calzone a sandwich? B17. Calzone is a hand pie like a Cornish pastry or an empanada. We're answering the tough questions here at the Mecha Warehouse stream. Is a pita pocket a sandwich? I think that's pretty clearly a sandwich, I think. I feel like that's more clear than most of these other examples we talked about. Would a quesadilla be a sandwich? I don't know. That's another fun one on the grill, the griddle grill. Calzone is as much a sandwich as Smucker's Uncrustables PB&J sandwiches. Yeah, the defining characteristic of a sandwich is having two separate pieces of bread with the filling in between. A calzone is a single piece of dough folded over stuffed bread. It's 3 pieces of bread, a sandwich. I'm resisting a really bad joke. Spaghetti atop garlic bread, an open-faced sandwich. What's the question? What is your favorite sandwich is the question, Julius. Yeah, what about sandwiches that are on like rolls, right? Like a Subway type sandwich with the long Subway roll, sub rolls or whatever, that are really just split, not so much 2 pieces of bread. There's definitely some issues here with all of this logic. B9, B11. Actually, let's do... I'm going to call time. Let's call time. Bread sandwich is a thing. A butter on both sides, slightly salt between 2 bread slices. An actual sandwich. What sorcery is this? I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, here we go. 10 to 500. 452. I don't see a 452. I'll let you confirm. And if that's the case, we will do another draw shortly. The 2 crackers my Lunchable. Is that a sandwich? All right, B9, B11. People have too much free time if what is a sandwich is a legitimate argument. I think people have too much free time, period. Gonna spit on God's eye with these questions. We put a piece of bread on top of pizza. Is it now officially a sandwich? What kit is this? The Tough Turtle. This is the Delonza Saw. From Mercury. A slice of ham, then bread, then a slice of ham. Is that a sandwich? I think that would kind of qualify. Ten chefs from 10 countries make grilled cheese. They might get a kick out. Oh, okay. They all make it them different ways or something. Pork gun and build a sandwich. Bread, empty runner, bread. I don't know. It might be more expensive than just eating food. So I think you might like it. Interesting. The best, if we're going to take this to its logical conclusion, the best is actually, I think the cafeteria where one of the places I worked a long while ago at this point, they had a sandwich in the cafeteria that they would do occasionally called the Heartstopper, and it was like I want to say it was like a burger on a pair of grilled cheese sandwiches for the bread, and then like mozzarella sticks or something like that, and there must have been something else on it too. It was pretty ridiculous. I'm hungry. The only thing I'd eat today was a quesadilla after donation. As you'd assume that the Gundam builder could afford bread. C22, C20. That sounds delicious. It was a good time. It was a much better thing to eat when I worked there than it is to eat now. You know, my younger metabolism and such. I think about trying to recreate that sometimes, though. I think I was somewhere where that was something similar was on the menu. What's up, Shark? I'm old now. That sandwich might do me in. Very, very true. If meat to a grilled cheese turns into a melt, but a burger surrounded by grilled cheeses, does it become a melt? I don't know. They also did these like dessert things. It was like a pair of cookies around like frosting, essentially. So, you know, you get one of those on top of your Heartstopper thing or whatever, and probably way too many calories for a lunch. It's probably like 2 days worth of calories in one sitting there. Burger joints need to calm down the burger game. Things are getting too wild out there. Side note, Happy Gilmore 2 was actually pretty good. Was it? That's cool. Did that like just come out or something? I've been seeing stuff about it, but I've been paying attention to where it is. Don't want cookie ice cream sandwich now. Those are good too. For smash burger sandwiches, it's almost a slice of meat at that point. I mean, I feel like hamburgers are technically sandwiches. Smash burgers are good though. I don't know that I ever want a burger at a restaurant ever again. I feel like we're getting dialed in doing the smash burgers at home, and it was Wednesday we did them. It was really good. Turn it back in. Is the RG Shining Gundam still for grabs? It is, Jonathan. Done 2 attempts with no winners yet. We'll be doing the next one pretty soon. Still like in and out until the original brothers died and they shrunk the patties and the kid took over and went total Nepo baby. California Burger Chain, FYI, I've heard of it. Never eaten there. We don't have any out this way. B12. I don't want to Hawaii is pretty good, at least it was back around 2013. They only open them where they can ship everything fresh, no freeze and microwaves allowed on site. It's kind of cool. Fries or potatoes that get sliced on site. I feel like we're walking our way towards another food-related question for the third draw here. Anybody grab any of the new releases that hit the U.S. in the last week or two? The Hook food trucks are pretty good too. They're over the U.S. Oh, interesting. Have not heard of them. Let's go here. This kit was a recolor unicorn V-Bandai. I'm gonna go for an order. I got the all black and X colored ones they've done before. Cool. Oh, click. All right. B14 is next. This kid in my collection right now is the Murasame Kai and Rising Freedom. Still my backlog for the moment, but they'll be built sooner, so that's pretty cool. The Murasame Kai, that's pretty interesting. I got the Alfred prototype and D Gundam first one from Anna this week. Contrast color MG up beyond Zero. Everyone's take on titanium, other special finishes, are they worth it? It really depends on the kit. A lot of those kits that are available as special finishes were not designed for special finishes, resulting in nub marks in bad places, and they're often difficult to clean up as a result. A standard like gold-plated kit is relatively easy to clean up the nubs, like the Hyakushiki. The nubs are all pretty hard to find for the most part, but the couple that kind of stand out, a gold Gundam marker or whatnot, cleans it up so easily, but getting a like titanium finish is harder to match with paint or marker. Use some older kits, but not too many. Hold out for the MGVO. Hopefully it makes its way here. Got the HG Ultron. I'm waiting on the HG Dragon to ship. Nice. RG Shining this week. Have you built that one? I haven't built that one, but I can see it from here. It's on my backlog. I really want to build it. Nub color issues with the samurai kits. RG High News set the bar for RG's pretty darn high. I feel like there's been a lot of good ones since then. RG High News is the best one, definitely not biased at all. I happen to notice that there is a Mine Layer HE messer, from what I can tell, not too different from the standard messer, but has Mine magazines in the back skirt, very tempting because messer. Strip the frame one day and repaint it. New newer kits usually restock Mecha Warehouse. I missed out on the RG Shining and Red Gundam. Totally didn't sleep in or anything. I mean, we usually restock on Fridays. We definitely have some Red Gundams coming. I believe we have Shining as well, still coming, another batch. We're trying to secure even more Shining, because I think that one kind of beat out our initial expectations a little bit so far with how fast they went out. How fast they sold out yesterday. I think I need a glutton on that can like see the particles coming off this as I'm sanding. Anybody use one of those? The little like air filtery thing from Disbay. Pick up the MG Stormbringer Gym Turbulence. That's a pretty cool looking kit. I forgot about the RG Shining. The release schedule has been weird this year. What does everyone do with their boxes when they're done? I've kept a few of the bigger boxes, so if I move it's easier, and I usually cut the face out the box and keep them. I was saving a lot of boxes. I've personally disposed of a lot in the last year or so because they build up pretty fast. And then I keep some around to use as like work trays and whatever for builds. All right. Number range. Okay. Next draw. Let's do a number between 10 and 250. And let's answer the question, what is your favorite burger joint? 10 to 250. What is your favorite burger joint? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 250. What is your favorite burger joint? Cookout. Is that place down? That's, I think I've heard of that. Aren't they in the south somewhere? I think when we were talking about food in the Virginia area when I was heading down for ODO one of these times, that was recommended. Cookout's like awesome cafeteria food. Cookout is not shy about loading you up with French fries. Thank you, Big Deal, for the super chat. That's your second of the night, right? Appreciate it. Taco Bell. I don't know. Does Taco Bell have burgers? Or is a beef taco technically a burger? Do some stretch of the imagination. All right, I think that's the second leg. It's 2 legs down. So now waste. Taco Bell dirt burgers would be deadly. A20 and C25. Taco Bell isn't just a taco place. Most recent slogan, oh, is it? Chicken nuggets are basically a bioweapon. Use and decals in the kit once you're done. Just top coat, panel line. No decals. I've been working through all the Witch from Mercury kits since they came out, and so I'm still trying to get them all just snap built, panel line, matte coat. Keep it simple. Not gonna lie, I just walked in after walking my dog, so you were asking favorite fast food. Favorite burger joint is actually the question. You're close. Could be social commentary on what you think about burgers or burger joints. call time in just another minute or two. See if we've got a winner. I wonder how easily you could geographically locate people based on their answers to stream questions. Like favorite burger joint, for example, is definitely some of these are somewhat geographically limited. Alright, so this is going to go in like that. Already have my shipping. Nick, do you need a guess based on my... Don't need a guess based on my answers. That's true. Docs myself my favorite burger joint. Yeah, I mean, well, a few of you guys were referencing specific local joints that are one-offs might allow something. That is true. I do have a lot of your addresses probably. Although I probably might not be able to link names to usernames very easily. Alright, calling time. We're at what, 10:250. Alright, 10 to 250, 12. We haven't had a number that low. Sure. Mother's maiden name, the next question, followed by childhood pet. What street did you grow up on? Was a street name? Was it 12 is what I just said? Is it Google secret agent for the ad machine? No, I hate Google, man. I'm surprised they haven't like sent someone to my house to try to take me out. After the last spat with the Google listing stuff. Google's such a pain in the butt. What is everyone doing right now? Clean box. I've already built a kit, and the runners organize my building and shelf area, so I continue with some paused projects. Refresh and clean up of the build area is always nice. Dylan says no build, no winners. Sorry. I am seeing that as well. Picking up between 10 and your social. Can you give me the last 4 of your social and your favorite taco place? This is like the, what, like your porn star name or whatever. It's like your middle name and your the street you grew up on or something like that. All those old school things that essentially get your info out of you. All right, C24. The last question number is 1000 and 9999. I have to pick the last year's social. My surname is behind the J.C. Penney Smith. So your middle name is behind the J.C. Penney? And you lived on Smith Street? Yep, we're touching. Oh, man. Nick, I'm just not building much the last few months. What should I do? I mean, what makes you happy? Are you unhappy that you haven't been building, or like, are you not building because you don't have time to build? Are you not building because you've lost interest, or you're not excited about it? I think it comes down to those kind of questions. Start an episode of Building Therapy with Nick. Talk about how to those kinds of things. When I made my account, I put down false name as my real name. Google still call me false randomly. It's lack of motivation. I could prioritize it more. I mean, if you're not motivated at the moment, then it's a hobby. You don't need to engage in it. If you're unhappy that you haven't done it in a while or whatever, then you can definitely take some action to make sure you do. You could also, like, it really depends. It depends on your priorities, right? So a good example I can give, because of teaching karate for like 20 years now or whatever, is I've seen plenty of people burn out and quit. And a lot of the people will do stuff, and in that case, they'll take a break thinking that they'll feel it again and come back. But I feel like it's a little bit different, your priority in doing something like that. Maybe you really want to do it. You're kind of don't want to be burnt out, but you are. And for the most part, people that in those cases take a break don't come back. I've had some notable exceptions to that. Maybe the other people will come back still. But building isn't that important in the grand scheme of things. So if you're not motivated to, then don't take that break. It might help you. I think if you need sources of motivation, though, because you do want to be motivated, you're just not feeling it at the moment, try to get to a good model competition. That often gets me motivated. Like when I go down to ODO, like you check out the vlog we posted this week, actually. I was just down there recently, and see a bunch of really cool builds, and that kind of thing really gets me going and gets the juices flowing. Fortunately, I didn't have time after this last one to really take advantage and get going, but that gets me excited to build or try something else. If you only do snap builds, try playing with paint or some other customization technique, or see if there's a kit that you're really excited about or something. Let's see. I need said therapy, free 30-minute session. Every $100 purchase. Maybe you know back when it was invite only, probably 20 years ago now. The two stickers stuck to each other, and I can't separate them. The red lines for RFB, marks and side flaps. That's a bummer. The main reason I build, I enjoy it, and I find it therapeutic for me. Build when I'm in the mood for it. I also make sure to take breaks. Insurance doesn't cover perfect grade therapy. That's how I am build every so often, but the main reason I build is very therapeutic, to be honest. If it wasn't for this feed, I don't know what I would have done. Do you like raising kids? You got yourself into it, now push through. Sometimes just like forcing yourself to helps. like with karate, I definitely go through periods of poor motivation and like minor burnout and stuff, and sometimes just by continuing to show up, you'll come back around again. It's not always true. Something like that, I feel like it's more valuable to force yourself to because of fitness benefits and other stuff. But if you gain benefits from building, like emotional whatever, then trying to force yourself to get back into it can be helpful too. So taking a break from building before because of lack of time, I find it harder and harder to make time. In the end, I always seem to fit in somewhere. Well, that's good. You clearly want to. Local model club is good too for the same reasons as a competition. There you go. That's a good idea too. I haven't been a part of one, but I could totally see that. Find a build group. I mean, building along with the stream could be a way to do it too. It's a jig now at kit quality, my inability to improve on things. I'm more likely to stare at my screen all day on the weekend than I am to build other than during these streams. Myself to a few hours a week, mostly during stream nights. If I don't feel like, I just don't. That's a good way to go, right? Like, I wouldn't be building if it weren't for these streams myself, because I don't have time in my own to build. So when this forces me to sit down and do it, and at some point I'll have time on my own to do more than just these snap builds, hopefully. Gym nut, I watch people burn out and quit working out after 4 weeks. Usually the people who stick with it are the ones who show up even when they don't want to. Yeah, but there's a difference in that, at least physically, the gym is good for you. Most people go to the gym because they're trying to lose weight or they're trying to get stronger or healthier or whatever. Gunplay isn't going to necessarily make you healthier, although I guess it could, mentally speaking, if it helps you relax or de-stress or any of those kind of things. Get a friend addicted and build with them. Create a classic chunky night for myself. If a session doesn't feel as therapeutic as others, there's an illusion that it's not working anymore. It's true. Knowing to, or being able to push through the bad ones to get back to a good one again is valuable in a lot of places in life. I need to remind myself, classic, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take my time around grinding out, and that's true too. Build less frequently, or shorter sessions can help. This whole topic has me think. I've been thinking for a while about starting a separate YouTube channel for myself, kind of centered around, I don't know, kind of whatever I feel like talking about, I guess, but trying to share life and business lessons I feel like I've learned over the years and talking about those kind of topics. I'm not sure how much of an audience there would be for that, but it's something I've been thinking about doing. I feel like I occasionally have a deep thought or insight on something that may or may not be a good one, but I feel like I kind of wish I had an outlet to share it. Binge build. Sometimes I'll sit down and build an entire HG kit or even a simpler MG. It's usually when I'm on a 24-hour duty. I try to keep myself occupied. That can be useful as a way to spend time. YouTube channel called Plomo Therapist. It has some good videos. Is that kind of what's going on there? I think if I set up another channel, it would be completely, or at least almost completely devoid of anything related to model building directly. This thing I have near me is a store with active community Warhammer. Some of them do Gundams, but not so often. There's some crossover there. I feel like that's the kind of thing you could show up and help make it what you want to make it, you know? Okay. Alright, so let's do that back part there, but I should set up this next draw Built the Periodically Fusion. It's the most fun I've had in weeks. Kit came out great in response. Little guy did his job. Particularly is a SC2 channel where he defeats the South Korean demigods in gaming. I have not played StarCraft 2. I used to play StarCraft 1 a whole bunch. I have not touched StarCraft 2. I probably should at some point. Alright, let's see here. We just need to figure out what this... Oh, I got a good question. I have a real good question. Okay, so final draw of the night. Let's give away this RG Shining Gundam. Let's do a number between 10 and 100 and answer the question, why do you build? A tough one. I feel like this would be the hardest question for me to answer myself. 10 to 100, why do you build? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number at insane contribute out entry. 10 to 100, and why do you build? Does your mind have flashbacks when you hear Brood War? Yeah, like PTSD, you know? It's my meticulous nature, relaxation, because I'm bored, relax, then display the kits, get away, it's fun. Alright, 19 and 23. I swear to God, if somebody answers Taco Bell to this question. That would be funny, though. C23, here we go. Oh, does that finish off this runner? Over 9,000 Taco Bell. Alright, that runner is done. We are really close to the end. Potential Taco Bell sponsorships. We also get a little rush when they empty a runner. I like finishing runners. I'm a slave to my to-do list. I like finishing things, completing stuff. Mecha Warehouse live build stream brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the Gundam. If anyone's got a contact over there, I wouldn't immediately say no to a conversation about that sponsorship. I occasionally get emails from companies offering or inquiring about sponsorships, but I don't want to have a sponsorship from a electric lawnmower company or whatever. Honestly, I don't really want much in the way of sponsorships in general, because this is for the store anyway, but it had to be something that made sense. Careful clicking on those, could be a spoof. I don't click on anything, I just open the email. And I'm opening it through, usually through our ticketing system, which probably further protects us because they're often to our support email. Mecha Warehouse stream brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, here we go. So, got that back flap, I think. I have more parts to install here. These legs, unfortunately, don't want to balance. So that's annoying. So I got my two legs. I've got the waist unit and this back flap for the waist. So next time we got the two sides to that back flap. Backpack weapons, I think that's it. Alright, get this out of the way. I'm going to do that final draw. Alright, so let's call time. This model kit giveaway brought to you by Call of Duty Mobile, featuring new kind of operator skins. Alright, 10 to 199. I think that's a very pickable number here. My YouTube tab just crashed. No winners. Jeez. Okay. Let's re-roll. 59. Oh, not seeing a 59 either. I don't know if I trust my... I don't know if I trust my scroll log here, though. No winners. Okay. Third take. 30. Saw some decals we talk about John Forrest, Stride, Livery, and eBay. Maybe a custom build. There you go. Okay, 30. I don't see a 30, but I don't trust my log because my tab crashed. Any 30s out there? All right. Let's try it again. 32. This could be another one of these where we draw so many times. God, Nick is going to make a Taco Bell domino. That would actually be pretty cool. Is there no 32? We got confirmation on that yet? Atomic Etrigan. We have to stream forever now, man. One winner, Atomic Etrigan. Okay. Nice. Looks like we have a consensus too. Because my tab crashed. I can't see it in my search, but that's awesome, Phil. So congrats, Atomic Etrigan. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com, and we will get that queued up to go out to you this week. And I think that's it for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. It's going to be a couple weeks before I see you again. No stream next week. Got some family plans. And then the following week, I'm hoping to be at IPMS Nationals down in Virginia. So if you happen to be in the area, Nationals, it's what the, let's say like 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th or something. Thursday through Sunday. I'll probably be there on Saturday. Down in Virginia, at least for a little bit of the day. So if you are in the area, see you then, and otherwise see you in a couple weeks. Have a great night. Thank you for all of our super chatters tonight, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. Thanks once again.